This is round 2 of the 2007 FF1M Championship, coming to you from Sepang in Malaysia. And the red lights are on and they're out, and it's go. Great start from Rosberg and Zonta. Both FJRs rocket off the line. And into turn 1, Zonta's going up the inside, but he's not going to try it. And Vettel moves up to third. Bad start from Robert Kubica from second. He's down to fourth. Adam Carroll there, being overtaken by Bruni. Bruni's made up 4 positions already. And here's Rosberg in the lead. Feeling the need to defend his line slightly from Vettel, and he had a poor run out of that corner. Vettel's going to try it into turn 5, that's a brave move. And Dark Wolf looks quicker so far, and he's going to try it into turn 7. Not quite. He had to compromise his own line, and now he's under pressure from a huge queue of cars, including Zonta. He's going to go up the inside, up into second place, yes. So FJR's lead 1 and 2. But Vettel's fighting back, round the outside, into the last turn, back up to second. Meanwhile, some action firm Pantano's made a good start from 12th to move up to 7th. Rosberg leads on the end of lap 1 from Vettel, Zonta, Kubica, Raikkonen. Raikkonen's had a good start as well, moving up from 8th to 5th, although he's got Alonso pressuring him. And then Rosberg's out! Rosberg's out on the second lap! So, not a good race so far for FJR. The championship leader's out. We can see what happens here. He just pulls off the track. It's a mechanical problem. So Vettel takes the lead then from Zonta Kubica. That's Rosberg's first retirement since Singapore last season, and we can see it's a suspension problem for the German. It's going to get worse for FJR. Zonta's under pressure from Kubica for second place. Into the final turn. Up into second goes Robert Kubica for Guy Racing. As Vettel sets the fastest lap. And some action further back as Glock defends from Jarno Trulli, 17th place. And look at Scott Speed. He's up in 12th so far. And Lewis Hamilton's making his way through the field, taking Pantano for 6th. Lewis determined to make a good effort after his Australian, well, say troubles, because he was punted off by Vettel. And Alonso is challenging Raikkonen for 4th. Quite easily into the inside, he's ran wide. Ran very wide, he's spun! Alonso spins out of what would have been 4th place. And he's dropping well down the order. And so battling further back, Klean's challenging Pantano. And Yanni is making a move on Christian Albers into turn 1. Pedersen, driver number 2, not having it easy so far, being outpaced by Alonso in qualifying, but at least now he'll be ahead in the race, and Raikkonen's gone up to 3rd place, past Zonta. Up into 3rd place for MRD. As Vettel extends his lead by 3.5 seconds, as we're on board with Jarno Trulli attempting to take his teammate for 12th. Some team rivalries there, but the advantage going to the 3-time champion. And Bourdais makes a move on Albers, and now he's close behind Scott Speed, who himself has been overtaken by Yanni. Now you can see the X-Elite's turbo power. Seems to be working for him so far, and Bourdais dummies him into turn 9. And he takes the position away from Scott Speed. Vettel extends his lead by 5 seconds at the start of lap. He's starting lap 8 now, and we got an Excelite in trouble as he tried to enter the pit lane, and it's Trulli with a brake problem. So the Italians, good fight back, ends early, and that's Agee Racing. It's Cleon. Cleon is out of 6th place. It's an engine problem, obviously. Oh, it's starting to rain. We got rain at the Malaysian track, and Hamilton is challenging Zonta for 5th place now, as the track is getting wetter now. So this is going to throw an extra dimension, an extra challenge into the Malaysian race. And look how hard it's raining. And Hamilton's going to go off the track. He's struggling on the wet track. Zonta retakes what he lost. And now Hamilton's going to rejoin. He's stopped. Let's hope he can rejoin. And here's Pantano in 6th place. He's going to lose his car. And Ralf Schumacher takes 6th now. But he rejoins, does Pantano. Down in 8th. But now Pantano has got Alonso, I think, behind him. And the second Excelite's out of the race. He's suffered a puncture. Scott Speed, so Excelite's first race, an unreliable one. As we see Alonso chasing Pantano for 8th. Oh, so it's Yanni. They've got quite similar helmets this year. Up the inside into turn 15, and Yanni takes 8th. And Vettel pits from the lead. He's looking good for his first win. And Raikkonen's out. He's suffered an engine failure. We saw Glock suffering an engine failure at the first race, and now Raikkonen has suffered the same fate. On board during Vettel's pit stop, he's looking to go to the end of the race. 10.2 seconds, that should be enough. You can see a noticeable dry line there, so I think slicks may be the order of the day come the end of the race, and Bourdais looks like he's suffered an engine failure. That's a shame for Dodgem, he was running well in 8th. But Dodgem's quest for points is not over, as Ralph is challenging. Oh, we're on lap 42 now, and Vettel is approaching his teammate to lap him. And he's touched him! Vettel spins! Vettel spins! Can he avoid the barrier? Yes, he can. What an amazing turn of events there. Vettel's teammate, well, nearly cost him the race, but Vettel's rejoined now. God, that wolf's heart must have been in their mouth. And Vettel pits again. He couldn't make it to the end of the race. And with his earliest spin, is Robert Kubica going to take the lead? Yes, he is. Kubica leads with 10 laps to go. But Vettel is on a mission now. He's going to try and do whatever he can to try and catch the Polish driver. Vettel nearly won in Australia. Can he actually catch up and win in Malaysia? Meanwhile, Webber runs 3rd for Tornado. So it's a good race for Tornado so far. Ralf Schumacher's up to 4th. Zonta 5th. Genet 6th. And Vettel is definitely catching Kubica split by split. This is 6 laps to go. And Vettel now only 7.6 seconds. It's going to be very close at the end. In fact, 4 laps to go. It's down to 2.8. Vettel is definitely catching up. Now only 2.6 seconds behind. He could well catch up to the pole and be right behind him on the last lap. But Vettel's got to negotiate some traffic first. He has a Tornado and a Shannon between his first win of FF1M. Driving through the orange advertising boarding there. Two laps to go now. As the Shannon gets out of the way. But the Tornado's holding him up. The Tornado's still holding him up. This is costing Vettel. And the Tornado lets him through now. So now Vettel can try and catch up. Kubica is now 1.8 seconds ahead. That's some crucial breathing space for the pole. Any one of these two drivers can take their first win. One lap to go, and it's 1.7 seconds. I think Kubica's going to hold on here. I think Vettel's going to miss out just again for the second race running, unless Kubica has a mechanical problem of any sort. We saw Rosberg go out on lap 2 due to a suspension problem, so mechanical failures can come up quickly. It's remained at 1.7. Kubica is going to hold on. Well, what a shame that Tornado held up Sebastian. Otherwise we would have had a fight for the last lap again. Down to 1.6 is not enough. He drove for Shake and Bake. His times there were unsuccessful. Now he's joined Guy Racing. Who weren't expecting much for this season. But anyway, Robert Kubica is going to take his first ever FF1M win. Crossing the line. He's done it. Guy Racing are back to winning ways. Vettel takes second, Zonta takes third. Great result for him on his return. Genet fourth, Hamilton again points. Webber and Pantano points again for Tornado, and Ralf Schumacher makes it into the points again. Sebastian Vettel now leads the Drivers' Championship ahead of Rosberg and Kubica, who both have a win each. As for the Constructors, Dark Wolf hold a 4-point lead over FJR, who themselves hold a 4-point lead over Guy Racing. Shannon, Mitchell, Exelite, AJ and SF1 are yet to score. That was Malaysia. See you in Suzuka for the Pacific Grand Prix.